Welcome back to East by West Farm, where we combine Eastern and Western agriculture techniques for sustainable and healthy food production. In this video, I'm gonna winterize our yard. We have a drop in temperature over the next hour of about 20 degrees, which is typical for Texas fall. So what I'm gonna do is I will mulch our bonsai collection. I will mulch the vegetable that we have growing, trying to get them through winter. We'll use some cold frames to cover our ginger, use some plastic on top to protect it, to basically make a small greenhouse. I have a pile of mulch in the front yard that we got delivered about half a year ago. I'm gonna carry this back to the backyard, mulching everything up, and hopefully we get through the winter or through this cold snap without any major losses. So here we have our mulch. It is really in the front yard. We got this mulch about half a year ago. The tree cutters were in the neighborhood. We asked them to dump some mulch here in our front yard on the driveway, shoveled this back here on the front, and it's been there ever since. Mulch starts decomposing, which is exactly what we want. It's nice oak and mostly oak bark, old chip mulch. So I'm gonna take that from the front yard to the back where the bonsai and all the other plants are. Plants that I have here are a peach tree. We've got actually I don't know what that is. We've got two yuccas, a cedar elm. Some of the bonsai are in bonsai soil. That's APL, Akadama, pumice and lava rock. If I put the mulch on there, the organic material goes into the APL, which for bonsai people usually is not a good idea. Bonsai folks want to have full control over the soil that the bonsais are growing in. For these reasons, I'm going to cover up some of the pots with newspaper. So the mulch really is used as an insulation blanket for the trees, and we don't get all the fine organic material into the soil that potentially clogs up the soil, and so we don't need to repot it all that often. It's fairly straightforward. I'm just taking some newspaper, put it on top of the pot, and then cover them with mulch. Okay, here we go. Does have bonsai soil. So I've got all the bonsai mulched in the benches. We have a few bonsai now around the vegetable garden. Of course, I need to mulch them too. I've got a oak, some kind of oak here. I've got some ash junipers. Yeah, ash junipers have very sensitive roots, so I need to make sure that they're really well mulched. Behind me is the Yopon holly. So the next thing I'm gonna do is mulch the ginger. We have some ginger planted here in the garden. That is ginger's a tropical plant. It's in the garden, in the soil. So what I'm gonna do is put a cold frame on top of it, fill it up with some mulch, and then put a plastic on it so we get a small greenhouse type of structure. I've got actually two patches. A few years ago, I made some cold frames out of 2x4s. This is regular 2x4s. They are disintegrating, of course. They are not soil proof. In any case, I'm gonna build that up, fill it up with mulch, put plastic on top of it, and then hopefully that's enough to get the gingers through winter. All right, so this should do for a cold frame. It's getting really cold here. Put some of the seedlings that I have in tofu boxes in here. Those are mountain laurels, some vegetables. let's see how this works out. It's pretty windy, as you can see. Really not the most pleasant day that I've ever had. But anyhow, so that's the cold frame. I've got some more mulching to do. Gonna put some of the plants in the greenhouse as much as I have space. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully trying to stay warm. It is getting really cold now.